It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest. It's the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott joined in the booth by Brock Heward. And in a minute, partner, we are going to kick off, and it'll be a moment both teams have fought for all season. A chance to win the conference title, and more importantly...
It's the AFC Championship, and we're facing the Cleveland Browns. All week, I have been preaching about seizing the moment. The word on every bulletin board is domination. That is exactly what we did to the Browns. Scoring on our first drive, Nick Villalobos found Mason Sanders to start our avalanche early in the first quarter.
They are trying to take him out of this game from the start.
The Browns would respond with a field goal on the next drive. They wouldn't score again until the end of the fourth quarter. From that moment, our defense would completely take over the game. We faced this team earlier this season. Shedeur Sanders didn't really give us too much of an issue. Judah Porter had a huge day on the ground, rushing for over 175 yards. This is one of his 3 touchdowns. Back on defense, we continued to get to the quarterback whenever we chose to. The Browns' offensive line basically didn't show up and left their young QB out to dry. It's almost like they didn't want to block for him. Various blitz packages were used and they all were successful. Mason Sanders continued his big day, making some spectacular catches to help us drive down the field. He made some amazing moves after the catch on a few plays during this game. He seems ready for whatever role we throw at him. Judah Porter continued his domination on the ground and scored another touchdown. This would be his second of the day.
Another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put up 6.
If I'm being honest, I'm surprised this team was able to make the AFC Championship game because their offensive line played horribly. We were able to sack the quarterback 9 times and dominate in all facets of the game, from the first whistle to the last. Back to those amazing moves from Mason after the catch. Here's another one helping us drive down the field for another scoring opportunity. He would also finish the drive catching his second touchdown pass in the red zone. The game is completely out of hand at this point, but we don't take our foot off the gas. This is the AFC Championship, and we're here to prove a point. After another 3 and out for the Browns, Tavon Buckhalter gets in on the fun and catches a touchdown pass of his own. At this point in the game, the Browns' offensive line had little to no energy at all. We continued to sack them down after down. They went for it deep in their own territory out of desperation, and they turned the ball over on downs. We ran it once again with Judah up the middle and scored an additional touchdown. The Browns would go on a late drive and score on a scramble, but it wouldn't affect the game at all in any way. We would get the ball right back on the next drive and score on the ground once again. After that late touchdown, going back on defense, we ended the game the same way we started it, on a strong defensive play, shutting down the Browns for good. This would be our most dominant win all season, winning the game 52-10. We are the AFC champions. Here's a final look at the playoff standings before the Super Bowl. We'll be facing the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl, and we're looking forward to the matchup, as it should be one for the record books.